Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another Warcraft replay here. Let's just wait for this loading to finish, and we can get into full screen. But yeah, we have ShaDai versus HawK. HawK. Oh yikes, that's rather loud. Hopefully that's not too loud in their actual audio, but through my headphones that kind of blasted the crap out of my ears. Yeah, we have ShaDai versus HawK. The colors should be reversed, it seems. So, yeah. We have ShaDai spawning in as the red undead player on the bottom left. He will be facing off against HawK, the blue human player on the top right. It's been a while since we've seen HawK on the Netease ladder, or at least on the channel. And, yeah, let's see how well he has adapted to this new environment of Warcraft 3. Since I believe the last time we saw him was on 1.29, maybe something like that. But yeah, normally human playstyles hasn't really changed, as they haven't really been touched too much in the recent patches. So yeah, unlike Orc and perhaps Undead. I mean, Undead has been touched a little bit, but not in terms of the scale where they just drastically change their either hero orders or build orders, something like that. So yeah, we should just be seeing the same sort of stuff coming in from HawK, although the last time we did see him, he did play a lot with his Mountain King. This time it's not going to be the case, as we do have an Archmage first. And yeah, ShaDai on the other hand, we have seen him in the last series, did go Dreadlord, and he will do so again. It seems like it's going to be a ghoul opening, as we do have a relatively late Tomb of Relics, and yeah, the Dreadlord does obviously give it away. Apologies for not being too active recently. Usually I guarantee upload on Sundays, but because I had some plans made last night that I could not actually do a recording. Either way, Acolyte is going to scout the far side of the map and find out his opponent's spawning location. Meanwhile, HawK has to do a little bit more scouting there. He will find out that his opponent is at the cross spawn. Acolyte is looking to probably get killed off by the Archmage unless he gets the creep camps to kill it. So, HawK kind of gave up a little too early there. I'm pretty sure the Acolyte might have gotten killed off by the Fireball, but yeah, instead is going to choose to move immediately. Sleeps around onto this footman is going to most likely result in his death, as yeah, that is a easy kill there for the Dreadlord. As we are still going to be producing those ghouls, and yeah, probably stick to tier 1 for some time. We did see an early expand from ShaDai last time, so he might go for that this time around, since he does have access to that sleep. He can easily sleep the Magi and clear out the remainder of the camp, but he will be starting off with this Overseer camp, and I'm not sure if that is going to give him that level 2. He did get the... Actually, he will get that level 2, yeah. It's either like a sliver away from level 2 by the Overseer camp by himself, or yeah, just one kill away from that level 2, so he will be able to get that. And no aura has been placed just yet, so it could possibly be Carrion Swarm. We did see that last game, and we did see it to great effect, but this time around it's just going to be abusing that sleep, picking off these really weirdly positioned footmen, as we do have an early burn on that TP scroll, and he is going to TP right onto the Archmage and most likely force a TP there, but the footmen were able to be part of that surround, and they will be able to just collapse it very easily. Another sleep could be coming through here, but I imagine HawK will just do the same thing, and with an elemental out, is at least going to put some deeps down before the surround happens, as yeah, sleep's probably not going to happen. Maybe on one of these footmen, but I imagine the elemental could just go for an easy wake up there.
Upgrade complete.
So far, not not the best exchange. I imagine ShaDai actually TP'd early just to trade TV scrolls, but HawK was able to skillfully get out of that surround with his own footman, and yeah, that is going to be just a little bit of health off of that Archmage. Alright, Militia creeping off of this Rock Golem camp here. The glories of being human, to be honest, on Twisted Meadows is able to take advantage of a very strong melee, the creep taking, and will be rewarded with either an aura item or a strong Doomstat item, or maybe just Rune Braces. Yikes. Slightly bad, especially since the Rune Braces don't actually affect sleep duration at all. It will affect the Carrion Swarm if the Drillot ever learns it, but that could just not be the case. Okay, there's no points hovering over for the Drillot, so he does have Carrion Swarm instead of the normal Vampiric Aura. So it's going to be interesting to see when he actually is going to use it. Over on HawK's side, he is done with tier 2, and he has the Blacksmith down. Arcane Sanctum number 1 is being built as we are going to see a Mountain King and the first signs of Riflemen. So this could be Rifle Casters here, which is fine versus the typical undead Crypt Fiend Destroyers, but versus Mass Ghouls it seems pretty vulnerable to rush down, to be honest. So I'm curious to see how well they will fare, as we do have Black Citadel on the way and a Slaughterhouse being placed down for ShaDai. Drillord is going to sell some items there, and he sold a boatload of items, in fact, picking up the healing potion, mana potion, as he already picked up the greater healing potion from the Rock Golem camp over here. He's going to start off with this Rock Golem camp. Hopefully he gets a better item compared to Rune Bracers. Mountain King is going to take out the Warlord, and he will pick himself his own Rune Bracers. So that is definitely a feels bad man, because yeah, humans, or at least heroes, already benefit from resistances to the spell damage, so not sure how much this is going to actually affect this matchup. It would have been really good versus standard DK Lich, but seeing as how this is going to be Dreadlord only, question mark, it seems like no second hero is being considered for ShaDai just quite yet. Items is going to be Rune Bracers yet again, so this is basically the game of Rune Bracers. It will kind of mitigate the damage from the Storm Bolts of the Mountain King, so that's good at least in that aspect, but wow, 3 Rune Braces on all 3 possible camps, that is definitely an anomaly there. But yeah, Mountain King is finally going to pick up a good item, Ring of Regen from the Ogre camp. He will be able to stay healthy and of course heal quite a bit during that sleep as well. More Riflemen are being produced, as we are not seeing any signs of a second Sanctum. Whether or not we're going to go into any Spellbreakers anytime soon, they do seem pretty good versus ghouls, but that depends on whether or not ShaDai actually goes any Gargoyles maybe, or just Destroyers as well. But Destroyers seem to do nothing versus Spellbreakers because of the fact that, well, they can't attack because they're magic damage, and Spellbreakers are immune to magic damage. So Creep Camp here is going to get taken out. This was the... I believe this is a red camp? It is a red camp because it is a spawning location, and the Orb of Darkness gets picked up there for the Mountain King. So yeah, as you can see there, it does apply Black Arrow effect, although it doesn't scale very well. That will be nice, just to add either a temporary scouts or just an extra body to tank, as we do have a couple of ghouls being dropped here and trying to harass the gold line. We do have a couple of guard towers being completed as well, so drops probably not going to be any more feasible. Rock Golem camp over here is going to get taken out and is going to drop the double consumables, or just one consumable, one basic. It is going to be +3 strength for the Mana King, so he is pretty tanky, to be honest. That is nice to see. I'm actually wondering whether or not that is better on the Archmage, but we do have a little bit of an engage here. Dreadlord's already level 5, in fact. That is kind of scary to think, because so far it seems HawK is sticking to the ground, so that possible Infernal might actually find full value here. And we also have the first point into Vampiric Ore as well. But yeah, that level 6 is definitely going to be very much desired for ShaDai. That also does mean that doing these creep camps is solely for the items rather than the experience, since he can't gain experience anymore.
Job done.
But yep, we do have Destroyer Ghouls, it seems, as the final comp here for ShaDai, unless he actually wants to go a little bit more diverse. Acolytes are moving and possibly looking to go for a expansion. Nope, we are going to TP out of here, as it seems HawK did crash the party. So yeah, a little bit risky bringing those acolytes there. Expansion over there does sound kind of smart because your opponent would not really expect it too much, but yeah, he did of course take the risk, and sometimes the risk can be rewarded very well. Potion of Invisibility is going to be used for the Dreadlord, as he is possibly going to kill some peasants with the Carrion Swarm. I don't know, as it is kind of walled off, so it's going to be very difficult to get through there.
Job's done.
But yeah, we have a Crypt Lord coming out as the second hero for ShaDai. Now that he is already level 5 with his Dreadlord, a second hero taking advantage of the creep camps is going to be pretty good. And like I said, since oh wow, the Dreadlord actually did sneak in through here and is going to pick up a couple of peasant kills. I think he might have used the zipline, I don't know, but that was pretty good. Maybe another drop into another Carrion Swarm might be able to finish off these low hit points, low hit point peasants. But here comes the first flying machine, and there we go. Another Carrion Swarm is going to pick up a good number of peasants there, as we do have the Zeppelin being shot down, and the ghouls actually do manage to survive. But this is probably not that great for ShaDai, as these units are pretty much useless. They are just dead supply for him. So, yeah, it needs to get another Zeppelin and hire it, pick him up. Crypt Lord is going to take out the Magi camp here, and he will be able to get that juicy level 2. Hasn't used a spell, but I'm imagining it is going to be that Impale, which is fairly good crowd control and decent damage. Level 2 is going to be learned up as well. I'm not sure what the second ability would be. It could be the Spawning Locusts, or it could just be the Spiked Carapace, I think that's what it's called. I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen a Crypt Lord, and even longer time since I've seen his abilities' names. But Team Staff here for the Dreadlord. He is going to scare away HawK a little bit, and we do have the A-bombs coming out with their Disease Cloud upgrades. Uh-oh, Dreadlord kind of walking a little too far ahead, and he is going to be forced to drink that health pot. Nice Holy Light there to add some extra DPS, but a good Impale from that Crypt Lord is going to, was going to just reduce the DPS of those riflemen there. But yeah, that was a rather weird walk up from the Dreadlord. Alrighty, Green Creek camp here is just gonna get picked off. Just a free camp, to be honest, as we don't have an expansion being sighted, which is, I guess, alright for both sides. HawK is sitting on a lot of resources. He might be wanting to expand during this, as we actually, never mind, we also have a gold mine over here. I just realized the Blight, and I think HawK spotted it with his flying machine. He should have realized at least the blighted trees, but I guess he wasn't paying attention to that. Is going to clear out the, I believe, last Goblin Lab Camp there, so that is going to be another Rune Bracers. Good God, that is really awkward. So, I mean, this is just a whole anti-spell game, to be honest. We have an Amulet of Spell Shield for the Paladin as well, so that kind of negates one of the spells from either the Crypt Lord or the Dreadlord. But wow, what a weird item drop pool here for both sides. We are going to have a TP trade from both players, as we do have a couple of peasants just getting massacred right now with both the Carrion Swarm and Impale combo. And yeah. Obviously it is the second person who TPs gets the worst end of the trade. As you can see there, did lose a couple of peasants and didn't really get anything out of it.
Research complete.
Still only a couple of ghouls and a couple of destroyers for ShaDai's side. If HawK actually gets to a head-to-head fight, I can't imagine ShaDai actually wants this, as it seems like the Crypt Lord is spiking out, so he does have that Carapace ability. That is yet again another passive, so
Our forces are under
yeah.
attack. Job done.
I'm pretty sure it's literally just a personal Thorns
Our
aura.
town is under siege.
Maybe higher valued, I don't know, but ghouls are going to harass the workshop over here. I'm not sure even if this workshop is going to be needed, but if he wants to take out these destroyers, maybe more flying machines are required, as we do have a priest getting called out here. Carrion Swarm is going to do a good chunk of damage, as the destroyer should be able to pick it up, unless the Dreadlord is very willing to go for another Carrion Swarm there. Attack coming through for HawK, as he is going after one of two slaughterhouses. They are pumping out double A-bombs, so that is a rather interesting choice. A-bombs and destroyers. Oh, we actually have 3 slaughterhouses. Wow, I have absolutely no idea where ShaDai is getting all this money. But triple pumping out abominations is a pretty big spike in terms of army power, and yeah, let's just see how well this turns out to be. Most of these human units are inner-fired, however, so that is deceptively high value units to actually go head-to-head with. Impale is going to come through, is going to do a bit of a minor stun there on those units, and a Carrion Swarm is going to do a decent amount of chunk across the board. But here we go with the fight. We are currently, in terms of supply, 65 for ShaDai and 54 for HawK. So definitely not good for the human player. He is getting constantly chunked by that Carrion Swarm. I think the Dreadlord may even be putting levels into it instead of sleep, as we don't see sleep anymore. Another good Carrion Swarm is going to bring that Crypt Lord over to level 3. Dreadlord is oh so close to that level 6 that he so desperately covets, and once he gets it, that will most likely be the end of the fight there. Instead, he is going to be forced to TP scroll out, as did take quite a bit of a burst there from the Holy Light and Stormbolts. One A-bomb also almost taken out there, but thankfully he will be able to TP back home. Manpot is going to be used, and the Dreadlord is most likely getting that Inferno ready. Cannibalize is going to be used to try and heal up these A-bombs as best they can. Basically, without a Death Knight, this is kind of the only way to heal yourself, as we are still pumping out more A-bombs. We have about 6 A-bombs on the field, that no, 7 A-bombs on the field, so that is an incredible amount of just meat in the front there. Honestly, what could deal with this? I absolutely have no idea. Possibly quick transition into Griffins, but actually no, Griffins might sound good, because you can as well produce Dragonhawk Riders to try and deal with those destroyers there, but I don't think that is what HawK is going to go for. Instead, he is going to stick to his Rafflecaster comp. He does have an additional workshop placed down, so yeah, I'm not liking this comp here from HawK. He is going to get a huge Inferno down on that big chunk of blue, and is going to take out a good number of units there for HawK. The Inferno trying to exert its dominance here, but he needs to be a little bit careful not to get just freely donated over to the human side. Ideally, you would want the Infernal to run for the full duration, since as soon as it dies, you can just plop down another one, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, 7 A-bombs, and I believe we are starting to produce those destroyers. We are going to have a second Tomb of Relics. I expected this to be another slaughterhouse, but maybe that's a little bit too much resources of a strain there, but this expansion is still not being dealt with. The flying machines, despite the flying machines in the air, they have not at least spotted this this expansion. They have spotted the blight and the blighted trees, so I'm very curious to know why HawK is not going after that straight away. Assault is going to come through here with ShaDai. The Infernal is going to actually get taken out there by the guard towers. A little bit of a mistake from ShaDai's part. He is going to lose the Infernal for just half duration. Nope, he is actually going to keep that Infernal alive, surprisingly enough. It seems the A-bombs were the primary targets there for HawK, which does kind of make sense. That is a good chunk of health, good chunk of food that you can just cut off right there, but the Infernal is just going to keep doing what it's doing. Moving around. It is pretty low health, so I guess it's not that threatening. Flying machines, this one is finally going to be able to see this expansion most likely. It is nighttime, so vision range is kind of skewed, but well, it kind of skips out on the gold mine itself. It is going to spot the blight, but the gold mine is not going to be spotted, and HawK is probably still unaware of that existence. Nice burst down onto the Dreadlord there, no TP score to save him. Health pod has recently been used as well. What is the Dreadlord going to do? He is going to get Holy Lighted down to about 40 health, but with the A-bombs still up and running, they are going to probably chase down this rifle cast comp here. Dreadlord makes a return, hopefully looking for more Carrion Swarms. Is going to get a very good Carrion Swarm down there, but dangerously low. Thankfully the Paladin got slipped in time. A-bombs kind of directionless without their Dreadlord leader. Is going to just run away, hopefully trying to heal up as quickly as possible. Invuln Potion is going to be picked up for the Dreadlord, which is what he so desperately needs. I'm surprised these A-bombs aren't cannibalizing even more. They really need to heal up without a DK to help. Yeah, so cannibalize is going to happen. Unfortunately, a corpse is not enough to heal up full health bar of an A-bomb, but I mean, the graveyard can produce 5 corpses at a time. And yep, there we go. Most of the health bars have been replenished. This one didn't really get to eat too much, but obviously is bloodthirsty enough. Alright, we are still at 68 versus HawK's 57. Level advantage is obviously towards the undead heroes, since he does have that ultimate ability for the Dreadlord. I'm pretty sure it's off cooldown now, so yeah, Devastating Inferno will be just a game ender here. There we go with an Inferno, able to do a huge chunk of damage. Impale onto the sorceresses. Or we have the Carrion Swarm to finish the job. No, Healing Scroll is going to be used to try and mitigate that damage. We just need to see another Carrion Swarm coming down from the Dreadlord. Impale is going to try and stun up the Mountain King, as another sleep is going to be cast onto him. But yeah, the backline has been healed up, and it's kind of too late for another Carrion Swarm. But HawK is going to be slowly pushed back. That is the power of just those tanky units, the Infernal, the A-bombs, and the Destroyers there. Stormbolt is going to try and keep those units in their track, but the Mountain King so low in health, but no mana for the Dreadlord there. No Carrion Swarm is going to come down anytime soon. But the Elementals, still in this game, is going to give free mana over to those Destroyers. I'm super surprised the Archmage hasn't transitioned over to a different kind of build, but honestly, Blizzard doesn't really have too much of an impact versus such tanky units, and yeah, it is going to be HawK that is going to be forced to run away. Paladin Oh, is that level 3? Are we going to see a Divine Shield? No, we are going to see the TV Scroll being burnt here for the Archmage. But, I mean, that is just kind of delaying the inevitable. The counterattack should be coming very soon. As the Dreadlord, once was very, very low on health, is now almost full health again. A-bomb count is down to 5, but I think that is going to be enough as we have a huge surplus of statues moving over as well. That is going to be a pretty demoralizing thing to see if you are HawK. The expansion has been built and has been saturated for quite some time, and the Destroyer is going to die for his scouting. Yeah, this expansion still has yet to be answered for, and HawK has no intentions of actually going for it. Flying machines are going to move out right now. They don't actually have their land attack upgrades, but yeah, once HawK sees this expansion and he hovers over the gold, he's gonna probably facepalm because he let his opponent mine almost, what was it, 7,000 gold? For basically free. That kind of answers the question, like, how on earth did ShaDai actually keep up and even surpass HawK in terms of production? And yeah, that's kind of the answer there. So we are possibly gonna have the attack onto this gold mine, but yeah, it might seem a little too late, I don't know. Another expansion on the bottom left here, much easier to defend compared to this one. As, yep, here we go with the elementals. I imagine the gold mine is just gonna get unsummoned, unless ShaDai has intentions of actually defending this. Is going to be spam summoning those destroyers most likely. As, oh, HawK is over here. Is still about 10 supply down, but he is kind of forced to fight another good Infernal and a very good Impale. They're stunning most of those units, and a Carrion Swarm is going to finish most of those units down. Flying machines are going to try their best, but not that many flying machines are on the air, and most of the ground units are being absolutely murdered by that Impale Carrion Swarm combo. And yeah, the AoE damage is just way too much. The Archmage, without any TB scrolls, is going to get taken down. No, it seems like HawK is just going to GG instead, as that is going to be that. HawK, despite the high score, I think that the second gold mine was kind of too much to just keep up with. It is kind of HawK's mistake for constantly improperly scouting that area, so there is that. That was a pretty good combo. Dreadlord, Cryptlord is not bad. I'll see you guys again next time. Take care.